Hello out there. This is DZ, your Overlord Deseran, and welcome back to Let's Play Penumbra Overture. Now, we're getting back in once more. We're picking up immediately where I left off in the last part. So I'm recording this right away, actually, like I said I would. And I have an idea. Is this... Where the hell are we? Did I go the wrong way? No, it's over here. I have an idea. Because we now have bolt cutters. Let's take the lighter out for the moment. Bingo. Ha. Can we ride this? The hell? Stacks of books. They're a mixture of industrial reference material and scientific journals. Okay. So that's why we needed the minecart. I should have possibly looked at... Oh. Hello. Looks to be a smaller species of that worm thing I saw earlier, or just a juvenile. It's been dissected, the internal organs removed. It couldn't be much older than that wall I demolished. Ew. It's an extract from a newspaper. Okay. Well, we're gonna save. A cohort, a man with no name. It is he who opens this gateway to hell. A grin on his face, he is terrible indeed. He watches the men writhe and turn. Still, Father looks on, something vital in his hand. There, it's me. I'm inside that box. And outside it. I can't get things straight in my head. Pencil. Old newspaper. Okay. 60s microscope. Functional for, research purposes, but we've come a long way since these were common. Images and notes relating to the gray rockworm. This thing is big for an invertebrate. Copenhagen Post, Friday 25th, December 1970. Superstition extinct. Death mines still breathing? A worker at the Northwestern Iron Mine, Greenland, is missing, presumed dead, as of midnight last night. Locals fear foul play. Mining now forms the largest single industry in Greenland. At 16 years old, the Northwestern Iron Mine is a relatively new part of a larger complex, which also includes a lead operation and is built on the site of an older mine, later converted into a military bunker, and finally closed in 1982. Excuse me. The Iron Mine retains its excellent work record in spite of the recent disappearance of an as-yet unnamed worker. We've discovered that the man in question was a young laborer brought in from mainland Europe, possibly Denmark, and authorities on both sides of the strait are currently attempting to contact any family he may have left behind. The man disappeared 10 days ago, and the mine foreman has now exercised his power to declare him presumed dead. This decision, we are told, was not taken lightly. A full search of the mining operation was commissioned to no avail. Without the appropriate equipment or transport, the man could not have survived on the surface. Although superstition in Greenland has seen a decrease in popularity over the past years, some local inhabitants still claim that the land itself is cursed. This very paper ran a report almost 40 years ago to the day discussing high suicide figures for the area. but findings at the time were considered to be inconclusive. Lars Jensen. Alright. So I found this. Okay. It's badly faded, but it looks like a close-up view of some species of annelid. Okay. Okay, so I can only turn it on and off, and that's it. Okay, what about this? KNR, Thursday 1st, January 1974. Increased sea traffic causes local concern. Ooh, excuse me. Inhabitants of a small village in the relatively desolate northwest have been reporting witnessing uncharacteristically large volumes of seaborne traffic over the past 6 months. Northwest Greenland is virtually uninhabited by modern standards, containing just 0.1 persons per square kilometer, 1/3 of the national average. Sea trade has dropped off dramatically since the closure of the northwestern lead and iron mines in March 1972. The mine itself ceased operation due to massive structural failure following an apparently accidental detonation of standard mining explosives, where all 47 workers were assumed killed in the blast. Bodies were not recovered. Now, locals are complaining of noise pollution caused by a high and steady volume of ships sailing close to shore. Unfortunately, in order for any form of official inquiry to be undertaken, the registration codes of the ships in question must be recorded. And since villagers claim the ships only travel under cover of darkness, this may mark a difficulty for their ongoing quest for justice. Eric Nunat. Alright. Hundreds of newspaper clippings, all to do with biomedical sciences, local wildlife, or field studies. Okay. There's a mess of statistics and crude drawings on this chalkboard. They all relate to a large species of annelid. I think we're going to save again. It's locked from the other side, but I think the key's still in the lock. Oh, we're doing this old trick. Okay, take out the bolt cutters. Put the newspaper in. Oh, screwdriver. It's about a half-inch gap on the door, but the connecting room's pitch black. Okay. Okay. Is it still locked? What? Okay. Give me the key. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Well, that was an accident. Christ, what am I thinking? I don't know what to do. Ah! I attacked the door. No. Okay. How do I get my paper? Room? It's not working. I actually don't know what to do. Okay. How do I pick up the paper? Oh, whoops. Okay. Screw it. Okay, I'm leaving. Fudge it. Guessing there must be nothing there. God damn it. There has to be something there. Game, why aren't you letting me, you know, do the whole grab the newspaper thing? Did I fudge this up? Like, was I not supposed to do that? Okay. Okay, okay. I had to crouch. Really? I had to crouch. Son of a bitch. What? Hello? Oop. There's nothing there. Specimen jars. Whoa. It's an artificial habitat. Those things look long dead. I think I know how they felt, not being able to get out. Whoa. Oh, chair. Okay. A really bloody chair. Oh. From the debris, I'd say something huge broke into the room not too long ago. There's blood and slime everywhere. Oh boy. Can I? No. So really, there's nothing in here. Whatever happened in here, someone must have been in a great deal of pain. Is there really nothing in here? All these cabinets are damaged. Something violent went on in here. So there's nothing in here. Great.
While you hunt for those delicate, melt-in-your-mouth mousy morsels, there are places you should not go, for fear of death. The Reaper lives here, just like you and I. And just like you and I, he must ingest the living flesh of those less fortunate than him. There is a small place that I do not want you to visit, even on your holidays, because it is dark and evil place that I've been. When the darkness has overwhelmed my small decaying mind.
What?
Some bad things flowed from my mind and through my pen. The brilliant blue ink itself seemed to turn to blood into my grace. And by the way, should you turn peckish, red is at its finest sautéed with a little engine oil.
Excuse me? Red. Okay. I don't know what to... Is there really nothing in here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. There isn't even a note on the ground. There's only one green-blooded land-dwelling creature big enough to lose this much blood, and I don't see many skink lizards hanging about. Oh, what? That wasn't there a second ago, was it? Was it? Professor, these are the biomedical journals of Dr. J. Petrus, MSc, PhD, completed between the dates of 30th March 1969 and 1st January 1972. At the Northwestern Research Station within the Northwestern Iron Mine with the permission of Delta Mining Corps. Replication of selected extracts left at the disposal of mine foreman. Subject of study, genus Rhyacophila, commonly gray rockworm. Aim, to investigate the abnormal presence of the cadus in the Greenland rock. Method, collection of samples, if indeed they can be identified correctly. Standard series of testing, observation, and dissection. Personal notes. Upon arrival at the mining facility, I was immediately stunned by the sheer volume of fauna that finds a way of life down here, despite the conditions. In general, one would assume that species whose natural habitat is past a certain depth would find the intrusion of human activity too great a threat to remain in place. However, almost the exact opposite seems to be the case in this instance. It is curious that certain areas of the mine appear to be entirely without life of any kind, and yet other, deeper areas are teeming, and, were the situation permitting, I would embrace the opportunity to commit further time to the study of these organisms. However, the purpose of my stay here shall continue to be the genus Rhyacophila. Finally, some writing paper. Look at me, just using up these pages to scrawl down whatever comes into my head. Ha! What is this stuff anyway? Some kind of research paper? No matter. It's paper all the same. I can finally record what's been happening down here for, I suppose, about a year now. Must be near the end of 2001 by now. Huh, I wonder when Christmas was. No matter, too tired to write now, we'll rest a little first. Samples collected. The collection process has been far easier than I anticipated. The setup of the artificial environment for the rockworm went without a hitch, and the specimens themselves excuse me, are so abundant as to make keeping them out far more challenging than containing them. They are all of healthy size, perhaps even beyond recorded size, and I can only assume that this is due to some lack of natural predators down here. Specimens are as follows: 3 adults in artificial habitat, 2 larval infants dead. I've been down here 2 days now, was meaning to record events every day, but was too busy securing the area. I've used some supplies from the old mining system to wall myself in here. It seems as safe a place as any, so those things should at least stay put for a little while. To that end, it seems I've had a pretty lucky stumbling here. All this old research is about something similar to what's been hunting me ever since I escaped the shelter 4 days ago. Don't get me wrong, after what they did to me back there, I'd rather be facing anything else, and after almost a year of fighting for our lives, we didn't really stand a chance anyway. I don't know how many are left inside. But this is good. These notes might have some way to fight the things, the rockworms that followed me here. I don't know how they knew I was coming, or how they managed to follow me in the dark, but maybe I can work that out now. I found some old newspaper clippings. I guess they're referring to this mine. I had no idea it was so old, so big. I can see now why they built that facility here in the first place. A lot of history buried down here. It worries me, though. We've been resting all our hopes of rescue on one of the scientists who escaped right near the start of it all. He got out almost as the chaos began, so we figured he might have made it out and brought help. But maybe me and him are due to do the same fate. I must record what's been going on. Give the world the answers it needs, so it doesn't fall prey to what's been released down here. But first I need to worry about myself, find a way out of here, and work out how to kill these worm things. Observations. The creatures are indeed larger than has previously been recorded. The juveniles seem to be growing far beyond their natural limits, although the adults have now expired. I will watch with interest to see what the lifespan is of this particular subspecies. The worms appear to have 3 senses, as would be validated by previous research: taste, smell, and an extremely sensitive sense of touch, which allows them to detect vibrations in the rock in the same way that the human eye senses beams of light and processes them into spatial images. Their natural prey is insects smaller than themselves. And heaven help those insects, because the worm is a vicious and efficient killer. He's wrong. They have no sense of smell. Today I attempted to distract them with a concoction I found lying around, but to no avail. However, it does seem that they detect movement via vibrations, which would explain how they can see in the dark. Damn, there's almost no way to escape them down here. I'm on their territory now. Lifespan is 3 days and counting. I can still hear them, outside the wall. As an extra precaution, I've locked myself in the smaller study area connected to the main lab room. If they get through that wall, I doubt this door will stop them, but it's better than nothing. Barely. Conclusions. This subspecies of genus Rhyacophila is highly adapted for the environment. If released above the surface, it seems likely that it would quickly destroy the existing rockworm population, and soon after that the population would grow to a size far outstripping its own food supplies. Given its increase in size and lifespan already due to unknown conditions, I would hypothesize that the worm, if left in such conditions for a reasonable period of time, perhaps 3,000 to 4,000 years, could grow up to a further 3 inches, making it a total of almost 1 foot long. However, should those conditions change, or indeed magnify, physical evolution could occur far more rapidly. It's the 5th day today, and I swear they have begun to surround my location. I can't tell whether or not they have breached the wall I built, but I'm certain they've entered whatever area surrounds this room. The future looks increasingly bleak. I intended to record here the events of the past year, in the hope that perhaps what occurred could be contained or driven away. Now I realize I could write all I wanted. No one will ever make it down here to read it. So why write this now? Good question. I have no answer. All I do know is, I'd rather take my own life than die at the jaws of those hideous monsters. I have tied a noose. Those monsters may feed on my corpse, but they won't take my life. Oh, okay. Alright. That didn't give me a code, though. Don't see anything else. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So much death and disease down here. I suppose slugs were an inevitability. Oh! What the hell? There's writing scrawled everywhere. Must be in ultraviolet ink. Definitely the product of a deranged mind, but whose? Dark, dark, must be dark. Wait a minute. With the UV light, there's some text showing up on that blank piece of paper. Storage password 1371. Got it. Okay, we're out of here. Okay. Saved. We're good. We got the storage password, so we'll use that in the next part. Okay. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Please leave a like. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, share it with anyone else you think might enjoy it. If you want to suggest a game, leave it in the comments below. Check out links in the description for Penumbra Overture on Steam, as well as a few links there if you wish to contact me more directly, or follow me on Twitter and the like, feel free to do so. And in the next part, well, we'll head for the storage room and use the code and see what lies beyond. Until then, though, this is DZ, your Overlord Deseran. You all have a great day, and I'll see ya.